Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Commanders and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Start on the ground here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Corral. And he fires one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Corral. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Panthers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion right is Watkins. From the 45 on 2nd down. Corral. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Corral. And he rifles one incomplete. But Tommy Tremble, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Panthers. Quez Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 23. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Powell got this complete to Jahan Dotson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. And this defensive side and the offensive side, as we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Howell. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll send Marshall in motion left. On second and a couple. Corral. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. The ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd and 1, Corral. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin it. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Throwing on first down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Powell, another throw on 2nd down. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. But he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Commanders 10, Panthers 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Corral. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Corral will throw it. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Finding room at midfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep him.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, Corral. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Corral. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goes right back to Smith again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and
touchdown. Chris Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 30 on second down. Powell, throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Powell trying to pick it up on third. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw again on second down. Corral over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. They go play action with Howell. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Thorns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback.
but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Corral. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Montez Sweat with a tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing here, Corral. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Tatum. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Switching it up, Corral going to throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Corral. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down throw for Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Howell throwing on 1st down here. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Another throw for Howell. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Howell throwing on third down here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd and 7, Corral got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Corral now to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, You would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They'll run on first down. Tatum. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Corral looking to throw. The quick slant caught. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in.